7 minutes left.
May stays in the game after taking that hit. Play action. Nelson under pressure, throws, completes a Mueller down to the 11. And he's down on the turf. That was a hard hit that Mueller took, and I don't like the way he's looking down on the field right now. Ooh, that was quite a hit. Watch this. We had taken out at the ankles a couple plays ago, and now this one. Oh.
Head must have hit the ground because it wasn't a helmet to helmet.
Yeah, but you see him twitch after that. Concern for Tony Mueller down on the field. The Warriors will have a first down once play resumes. There's Stacy Chaplesky and head coach Tom Sawyer coming out to check on Tony Mueller.
Along with Dr. Romaine, team doctor.
See Mueller moving, which is a good sign. But down on the turf. With this injury, we'll take a timeout here on Channel 25. Augustana leading by 3, but the Warriors driving. You're watching Warrior football here on HBC.
We want to know, why do you HBC?
I HBC because I enjoy local exclusive sporting coverage on Channel 25.
I HBC because of all the volunteer work you do in our community, such as delivering home-delivered meals 3 days a week for volunteer services.
I HBC because all you do to support and highlight the great things Winona area public school students are doing in and out of the classroom.
Tell us why you HBC. Connect with us at hbci.com, Facebook, or Twitter.
Injury timeout for Tony Mueller, and you see the stretcher coming out, which is obviously not a good sign. Took a big hit on the catch at the 11-yard line. Let's take a moment to see how we got to where we are. Augustana leading by 3. One of the very first plays on offense for the Warriors, Chichi Ojika, with 13:58 left to go in the first quarter. A 62-yard touchdown run that gave the Warriors a 7-0 lead. That would be the only score of the first quarter. In the second quarter, C.J. Ham with a 4-yard touchdown run for Augustana. That tied things up at 7. And then with 6:50 left to go in the second quarter, Dejan Newell goes in from 2 yards out. That gives Augustana a 14-7 lead. But late in the second quarter, with 16 seconds to go before the half, Jordan Koss runs in from 2 yards out to tie it up. We're knotted at 14 at halftime. In the third quarter, with 5 minutes left to go, little fancy play. Gebhardt finds Lee, the tight end, for a 31-yard touchdown. Augustana leads 21-14. But the Warriors would come back with 1:15 left to go in the third quarter. A 3-yard catch in the corner of the end zone. Nelson to Alan May, tied up at 21. And then in the fourth quarter, with 9:48 left to go, Ben Albrecht, a 27-yard field goal, gives Augustana the lead, 24-21. We have 6 minutes and 52 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Warriors driving, but are beat up. Last week we heard Coach Tom Sawyer say that at one point there were 10 starters on the sidelines against Southwest Minnesota State. We saw senior Matt Splon carted off the field with an injury earlier on in the game. And here Tony Mueller still down on the field. Stretcher was brought out, but they have not moved Mueller. Mueller, the junior, played baseball for Winona State University. There you see the concern by the Augustana players. Mueller led the Warriors to the national championship game, and was drafted by the Atlanta Braves. Played a couple of years of minor league ball in the Braves organization, but when they released him, called Tom Sawyer, and Sawyer said, "We've got a place for you here on the football team if you want it." Still had eligibility. Came for his junior season to play football after not playing football for 6-7 years in lacrosse, and played very well in his junior season. In fact, led the Warriors in catches and yardage last week against Southwest Minnesota State. But this one, a very hard hit, and if you can hear, there's dead silence here at Maxwell Field as Mueller hit the turf very hard. Now the Augustana players will head off to their sideline. Warrior players still on their knees. And now the whole Augustana team will huddle and take a knee, showing the severity of this injury to Tony Mueller.
Yeah, you're right, Justin.
Just tough to see, and it's tough emotionally for the Warriors, not only because one of their players are down, but because this is the second time that the Warriors have had to go through this today.
Yeah, really. Matt Splohn was taken out, and I see the vehicle, I think, that took Splohn off the field now is just returned back to the field. So I'm not sure what we're going to do here with Tony. They have a backboard out there.
Look at Richard Lilla taking a knee down by Tony Mueller. The check on his teammate. And just an uneasy feeling here at Maxwell Field at Verizon Wireless Stadium. Head coach Tom Sawyer in there to take a look as well. Mitch Lunder checking in on his teammate. You know, one of the things, no one really knew what kind of season Tony Mueller was going to have when he came out from baseball and from such a long time away from the game, but I can tell you from coming in at practice and seeing him play, he really never missed a beat as far as football went. Great receiver, had a pretty good arm. We saw a couple games ago, you know, he went on the reverse and threw a nice pass down the field. He probably could have played quarterback, and I think did in high school for a little bit besides wide receiver. But just an all-around great athlete, and very sad to see this right now.
Yeah, it really is. I would like to at least see them be able to remove him from the field here, but the medical people are there. They know best.
And a huddle around Tony Mueller as he's checked on by the medical staff. Said this is the last home game for the Warriors this season. They have one more game remaining at the Metrodome, Lake Concordia St. Paul, on Sunday, November 17th. That's a 1 p.m. start. For Augustana, they have one game remaining. They'll play next Saturday at home. They take on Southwest Minnesota State at 1 p.m. And I think with the injury, we will take another break here on Channel 25. You're watching Warrior Football here on HBC.
Benchmark Electronics. We bring our customers products to life. A world of opportunity awaits you to take your career wherever you wish. We work with the world's best original equipment manufacturers to bring their products to life through design, test development, and electronics manufacturing. You've seen our work at the Olympics, the Super Bowl, and in Hollywood. Products we engineer live inside some of the world's fastest computers, help ensure our country remains safe, and are saving lives in hospitals every day. For more information, visit bench.com.
Well, there you see head coach Tom Sawyer holding an IV bag up, and I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before.
I have never, ever seen that in a football game.
You see the face mask has been taken off of the helmet of Tony Mueller down on the ground. I think they're probably not taking the helmet off. That would be my guess. Of course, we know as much as you do watching right now. We have heard no reports. And as I said to you off camera, Bob, I have never heard this stadium during game time as quiet as it is right now.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. A lot of people hoping and praying for Tony Mueller out there.
And no, we're seeing as Tony Mueller is on the backboard. They finally did get that underneath him, and then Coach Sawyer had the IV bag. And now looks like they'll get the head and neck area stabilized as they are maybe ready to try to lift Mueller onto the stretcher to get him off the field. And you see Richard Lilla turning around to his team saying, "Let's go." As we said, this is the second time that the Warriors have had to go through this. First one, not quite as severe. I mean, Splon obviously injured, but sitting up as he was taken off the field. And this one much more severe, as we see Tony Mueller being lifted onto the stretcher on the backboard and stabilized as they try to get him off the field. And they'll slowly raise the stretcher up as they take Mueller off. You see the helmet still on Tony Mueller.
Let's hear it for Tony Mueller
with the thumbs up. Well, the Warrior team already depleted by injury. There you see Tom Sawyer coming back. Tough for him to see. I know he has a very good relationship with Tony Mueller. You know, he joked with Mueller when Mueller was on the baseball team, hey, when are you going to come out and play football with us? And, you know, Mueller obviously chased his career on the baseball diamond. And then when the opportunity came up for him to join the football team, he took it. 2 years of eligibility remaining. And you can obviously see the emotion on Tom Sawyer's face as Tony Mueller carted off the field. But there's still 6:52 left to play in this game. And again, the Warriors have to find it within themselves to continue play in this one. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. Nelson hands off to Ojika. Chichi Ojika with some room to run. Stops at the 5.